Welcome, travelers and culture lovers. I am Simon, your travel guide to planet Earth's most wonderful, magnificent locations, and this is Travel Guide Official. Today, we start our incredible journey to the heart of Brazil and find ourselves in a vibrant city called Rio de Janeiro. This city, resting among green mountains covered with forest and blue space of the ocean, has been like a kaleidoscope of culture, color, and natural beauty. It's a city where every corner has its own rhythm. Each skyline conveys an account. With this guide, we will take a tour of the top 10 unmissable sites and absorb ourselves in the Carioca way of life to unlock some secrets about his stunning city. Prepare to be enchanted by the lively and vibrant Rio, a city where dreams sway on every corner and excitement lingers behind it. And our journey starts with a climb to one of the world's most recognizable sites, the statue Christ the Redeemer. Mount Corcovado is home to this statue, which serves as a worldwide symbol of peace and the Christian religion. While climbing the mountain, every bend of the hill reveals stunning panoramas of a metropolitan city hemmed in between Tijuca Forest and Guanabara Bay. Underneath this majestic icon, we fill with wonderment and awe. This is not merely a touristic hotspot, it's an object of pilgrimage, where the genius of human creation merges with natural awesome beauty to be experienced. But the panoramas are not only picturesque, they seem to resonate with life. The views reveal Rio in a way which no visitor ever sees it, as an integrated whole of nature and city. We proceed on our trip to the natural attractions of Rio with an exciting climb up the Sugarloaf. The trip to the top on a cable car is an adventure by itself and takes us above thick woods, cityscapes providing changing glimpses of vibrant city beneath. As we climb to the top, there is an overwhelming visual spread that captures Rio's signature glamour. Lit by the setting sun, city is bathed in a beautiful golden glow which makes this landscape look magical. From here, we see the immensity of the Atlantic Ocean, peaceful Guanabara Bay, and distanced outlines Christ statue. It's an instant that epitomizes life in Rio, a city so adept at managing the chaos of urban living with the serenity it derives from nature. Further, we immerse into the lively core of coastal life in Rio at Cabana Beach. This famous waterfront with its trademark honeycombed avenue of artwork molded into waves is a symbol of Rio's rich culture. Walking along the beach, we are saturated with life everywhere. Local Cariocas play soccer and volleyball all day long, their rhythmic noise bursting out every now and then in waves as street performers fill up the summer air with samba beats. Beach can be found in every corner with whatever one needs. There are many kiosks serving cold caipirinhas and tasty Brazilian snack, all perfectly accompanied by the sound of waves. In this place, life without an occasion loses the meaning every moment, and any meeting are a new story. It is the place where all energetic Brazilian culture bursts into colors, sounds, and emotions that seem to be filling Rio's spirit. Just adjacent to Copacabana, we have ourselves, in a different world, the high life of Epona Beach. This world-famous beach has a lot of value and grace. It was even sang immortal in the famous song Bossa Nova, The Girl from Ipanema. The beach house, or house in front of the beachfront at best, by any other name appeals as sweetly, but cannot completely disclose its parade pastel painted umbrellas regularly shuffled into even lines against their invincible attacking foe. And soldiers are a bit much. Ipanema is not just a beach, but also an entity coming in the form of cultural treasure, which trendy boutiques, gourmet restaurants, and radical bars have much to say about fashionable Rio. While out on the beach, we do not just bask in the sun. Rather live a life where one transcends into a combination of relaxation at a shoreline and an urban allure. Ipanema is where the beauty of Rio de Janeiro's coastline merges with that from its people, producing an ambiance that shows vibrancy in a special and appealing way. As we continue our journey through the artistic epicenter of Rio, we find ourselves in front of a vivid and mesmerizing attraction, Carioca Steps. The colorful staircase, a piece of art that was conceived by the Chilean-born artist Jorge Celarón, is above all an affirmation of creativity and integration between different cultures. Passing through the steps, we find ourselves in a mosaic whirlwind. Each figure is only one element of larger history. All fragments witness love to Brazil and attitude from beloved. Made up of individual contributions, these steps form a living art which is evolving as new tiles from different parts of the world are incorporated, hence uniting and presenting diversity in this global mosaic. This place is not a mere location of attraction for travelers. It symbolizes the strength of art in uniting people and giving them an impulse to change. The life here is contagious, remarkable rejoicing to the unifying articulacy of art and timeless sparkling force that mankind has. Leaving behind the harsh noise of a city, we find ourselves in an enormous and vibrant grip formed by Tijuca National Park. In the middle Rio lies this natural sanctuary, a complete sharp contrast of tranquility and biodiversity to what the city has got. As we trudge along the deep forest, Mother Nature welcomes us with large trees, waterfalls that powerfully flow down into a dense basin, and birds sing wonderfully on these tops. It is like a reminder of how urbanization and Mother Nature can get along. Here, one gets to see the beautiful natural environment that once was identified with Brazil. It is also a chance to get back in close touch with nature, enjoy the peacefulness of forests, and ponder over meaning of protecting our natural resources, given that we live in an era for instant changes. Get ready to be carried away by the exciting pageantry of the Rio Carnival, featuring an explosion of colors, sounds, and moves. This festival, known all over the world, is something more than a mere celebration. It's an amazing Brazilian culture and personality revelation. What makes it dynamic is that street processions are animated by the Samba School's parades, wherein each group gives a dazzling show of rehearsed movement patterns done to sync with extravagant outfits and flowing floats. The spirit of the carnival is contagious. It becomes a rhythmic festivity, uniting representatives of any spheres and social groups. It is a period when the city turns into an enormous theater, and each role player, be it spectator or actor, magically enters to participate in this incredible gay story about Brazilian soul. Moving away from the vibrancy of Carnival, we venture into Santa Teresa, a sweet neighborhood. With its narrow paving stone streets and colonial design, this bohemian corner of the island is a paradise for artists, musicians, and writers. While walking the confines of our block, we are whisked back to a time when life seemed simpler and slower, when imagination danced in each neighborhood. A nice smell of a morning cup of coffee, bossa nova, and bright walls covered in street art fulfills the air. From this point of view, Santa Teresa is a form of the Rio Artistic Soul Living Museum. It is a chance to visit the more unassuming meditative side of the city that is deeply ingrained with Rio's artistic legacy in its very walls. When we walk on the sacred soil of Maracana Stadium, when we enter this unique arena, one tip in a way enters even the heart of Brazilian football feelings. One of the most iconic stadiums, among also the biggest in this entire world across many sport disciplines that hundreds aspire to play, is a shrine of those beautiful game titles. It's just really actually a location for afflicted by history and emotion. This is where classic matches have taken place, heroes in football discovered, and the Brazilian pride of soccer honored. The stadium is alive with anticipation. And traversing the long hallways, we can hear them almost even then, cheering crowds and victory roar undread in millions of hearts. Maracana means more than just a sports arena. It is Brazil's expression and occupation with football. One the game can be lived in. As we arrive at the street of tomorrow, our tour comes to a climax, and an imaginative venture into future's possibilities in science, technology, and other fields is presented by none other than the Museum of Tomorrow. Sitting on a bay, this architectural genius witnesses the dedication of Rio towards an innovative and sustainable city. While strolling around its interactive displays, we are encouraged to reflect on man's place in the universe, his actions, consequences for nature, and possible forms of a sustainable future. On the contrary, this institution is not a power of knowledge, but it pricks us to think and act because an individual starts thinking about correctness point in relation to choice she or he apply concerning world she wants. It serves as a reminder that the future is not an eventuality, but something we create with our actions and choices. Our path leads further peacefully as we enter the peaceful haven of Jardim Botanico, Rio's prestigious botanical garden. Created in the first half of the 19th century, this fabulous floral paradise is a peaceful and beautiful place to hide from city's life filled with events. Here, we are surrounded by an incredible range of over 8,000 different plant species that include a stately row, full mature and tall palm trees. This avenue is also regarded as the iconic feature to emphasizing how legacy has played part in both times. The atmosphere is laden with the sweet scent of unusual flowers, and whispering leaves add to this music of quietness. The Jardim Botanico is more than a glade of peace. It's the living library representing Brazil's diversity and richness concerning flora. While we walk amidst these shady grooves, let us internalize that such tranquility is a gift from Mother Nature and ponder on the role played by this green haven in our cities. Afterwards, we put in ourselves into the vibrating thrill of Lapa neighborhood that is considered to be bohemian district full of bars and nightclubs where Rio de Janeiro's best-known nightlife takes place, regarded as city heart. Famous for its picturesque arches, Lapa represents Rio's historical heritage and at the same time is one of contemporary cultural strongholds. We cross the magnificent arches of Lapa Aqueduct and find ourselves in an area where past meets present. Here streets wake up at night with lively samba, forró and bossa nova heard from crowdly bars and clubs. All sorts of Brazilian diverse people here get along well to share the inspiration with dreams and songs at Lapa Beach. The lively frescoes and graffiti covering the facades therein carry a reflection of times gone by, in addition to what remains popular within Lapa, making it not only for sightseeing but also living. So why don't we join the rhythm of Rio, try some local dishes and just embrace this lively spirit that keeps Lapa in your memory forever when recalling places to visit. As we conclude our incredible odyssey through Rio de Janeiro, this is a time to focus briefly on the diversity of experiences that have been encountered. From the legendary sights to secret nooks, from marvels of nature to pulsating streets, Rio showed all its many-sided beauty and living spirit. All the stops we made along our journey have been threads on this amazing city's tapestry, a tale of history, culture, nature, and art all intricately woven together. If this trip through the heart of Rio de Janeiro has inspired you, don't forget to like and subscribe as well as hit that bell icon for more inspiring travel adventures with Travel Guide Official. This is Simon, your navigator to the enchanting travel spots around the world. Just continue to discover, dream, and travel well and goodbye, my friend, until we see each other another time.